Cafe Anyway. Hey, it's Mike.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
I'm going to try and talk to her. That's my cousin, Anki. Hopefully this week sometime. It's episode 2696.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Welcome to Cafe Anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth. And it is a constant tally to find out what makes this world interesting. Land of lakes. What? So, yes, thank you for
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Mike's Daily Podcast and listening to the show today from Cafe Anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley,
Mike's
the last place on earth.
Daily
If you are listening
Podcast.
to this on October 24th, it's National Food Day. National Food Day. That took someone all of 5 seconds to come up with. Why would you have a food day? But it's National Food Day. It's also, and this is more important, National Baloney Day. Baloney. If you hear someone say the word baloney, don't be offended. It's also United Nations Day. If you are listening to this on the 24th. But if you are not, well, there you go. Just know that October 24th is a food day. Apparently, the National Food Day is from the Center for Science in the Public Interest, initiated National Food Day in 2011. It's a celebration of healthy, affordable, and sustainable produced food. Sustainably produced food in a grassroots campaign for better food policies. I see. That's what they were trying to bring attention to. I see. Okay. And gosh, can you believe a week from tomorrow, or if you're listening to this on the 24th, a week from today, it is going to be Halloween. So that's all from National Day Calendar.
And here's today's podcast picture.
.com. The podcast picture is of the wonderful Rocky the cat. He just clawed me a little while ago. We should just call the cat Claude, because he claws a lot. But yes, he's lying there looking oh so cute and happy and content on a chair that belonged to my grandmother. And you can see it at mikesdailypodcast.com. And that's a site that I think the late great Basil the Boxer would not be all that happy with. And he would say something like this. How did I know that was going to happen? Like that. Barking away. Because he does that. Couple things. I'm going to be real with you here. Don't like it when I ask a specific question or request something via email and the response I get is like the person can't read, the person can't think, the person doesn't care. They might as well have not responded at all. Oh, that gets me even more upset. But still, what is that when you get asked a question and you get, or when you ask a question, you get a ridiculous answer? Oh, there's no stupid questions. Yes, there are stupid answers, very stupid answers, and stupid people. And I don't get it. Don't get it at all. So I just thought I'd pass that along to you because I'm getting a lot of that lately. A simple request. I want Thanksgiving off. What's the deal? What's the deal, everybody? What's the deal?
People get stuck on stupid. You know what I mean?
Cafe Anyway. You guys enjoying the delicious food and drink here?
I got through that. I got into it.
Good. I heard an overwhelming response of positivity.
This show is clean.
And there we go. Netflix reported a boost in subscriber growth driven by a password sharing crackdown effort.
Pretty much.
So yeah, all y'all lazy people that answer, that give stupid email answers and decide to, hey, I'll let whoever I know. Oh, one other thing. Speaking of lazy podcasters, here we go. I have decided I will stop listening to national public radio stations. In the Bay Area, that's about 5 of them. So I'm not listening to 5 radio stations that I used to listen to because I'm getting very upset with their pro-Hamas stance. Oh no, Mike, it's a pro don't kill people stance.
Bans mutations.
If that's the case, then we need to go back past, was it October? See, it was January 7th, October 6th. Is that right? Or am I flipping the dates around? It's January 6th and October 7th. These are the most memorable dates in recent history. Back to lazy podcasters. So I listen to a lot more podcasts, and they are doing things like not even talking into the microphone, or let's say they have a guest. 99.999% of podcasts are somebody interviewing somebody. I don't know why that is. It's actually kind of annoying, but that is exactly what it is. And you know what else is kind of annoying is people saying the word kind of and sort of, and you hear a lot of that on podcasts. Yeah, well, we kind of see a sort of revival of a kind of thing with a sort of... But maybe you didn't notice that, but now you'll start noticing. But here's the thing that's annoying, is they have a guest on, and the guest is not talking into the microphone.
MTV News. You hear it first.
The guest sounds horrible. I heard a conservative talk radio show host speaking to a former conservative talk show radio host, radio talk show host who actually even ran for governor of California, who sounded like he was in a bathroom. He was talking in a bathroom, and his signal kept cutting out. And he's telling a very interesting story, kind of a motivational speech he was giving. And it was you couldn't get it because every other word was cut out, and it was all full of echo. I hate it. So we go outside a cafe anyway, where it's much quieter.
Anyway,
outside a cafe anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley. Not to put you people down that are making all this noise, because you sound great, and the birds and everybody. Outside of Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth, a cafe anyway. I meant.
Mike is on it, man.
Go where no man has gone before.
We love it, Mike.
I will say this about Netflix, even though I'm not all into all the violence and the gratuitous sex and everything else, and the gratuitous language. Netflix is very gratuitous. They are trying to copy HBO, and then HBO decided to copy Netflix and call themselves Max. But in this race to the bottom of...
This is Mike's Podcast Picnic.
They do film the effects I see on Netflix, the special effects, and just the quality of, like, overall, the cinematic experience is amazing. How clear and the great special effects. I mean, it's like you're in the movies. You're going to a well done movie, I will say. But just the content, I'm not a cheerleader for. But Netflix reported a boost in subscriber growth because they decided to crack down on the lazy people that were sharing their passwords. And there's also interest in their new ad-supported tier. So if you're not all that happy about spending a lot of money to have Netflix, they got something for you.
Holding court with Lady Katie.
So over 8 million. And that means the total membership is at around 247 million. Netflix said its ad plan membership grew nearly 70% quarter over quarter. The results were the later confirmation that Netflix rules the streaming world. Sorry, Disney Plus. Oh, gosh, Comcast. I have Comcast, and Comcast said, all week last week, next week, you're going to have Disney Plus for free. Next week begun today. It began, and then free Disney Plus included like 5 TV shows that are like the bottom of the barrel, the worst stuff Ms. Marvel? Really? It was just what? The Haunted Mansion? The one with, not even the new one, the one with Eddie Murphy? No!
Magnification.
So, that's what I think about that streaming service. So Netflix rules the streaming world as its would-be rivals scratch and claw to become profitable. You'll have to pay more for Squid Games. I am not watching that show, Squid Game.
Woo!
I've seen scenes. I've sat through long periods of things that turned my stomach. No. I know some of you just love it. That's why it's the most popular thing on Netflix, just about, other than Stranger Things. And Netflix, and at this point, and I know I'm old man. I'm that. Is it Jeff Dunham, that old guy that looks like Joe Biden?
Kathy's Corner.
Kathy's Corner. As you know, there's a real scary holiday coming up, Election Day.
I revolt by not paying for it, as should you. I want you to go to the window right now, open the window, stick your head out and say, I'm mad as heck and I'm not going to subscribe to Netflix anymore. Or something along those lines. But you should definitely see that movie. I think that was Network, wasn't it? Netflix is the actor who said that. He died, but won the Academy Award posthumously. Netflix and that movie totally predicted how news and entertainment would all get intertwined, and it's amazing, and it's a must watch for everyone, even you youngins out there. You need to watch it. I believe Faye Dunaway is in it. Okay, Netflix is planning to raise prices again for some subscriptions immediately.
Fabagoo. Things to do.
Because of the Hollywood strikes, there will be less content, but a higher price. So, mwah. And get this, and this came from Rob Black. I produce his podcast, The Rob Black Show. He does a live radio show on AM 1220 KDOW weekday mornings. And he's also on Kron TV in the 9 o'clock hour. But he says that the cost of health insurance is soaring by 7%. Employer-sponsored healthcare plans.
You will travel into the incredible universe.
Family plans now average over $23,000. Individuals now pay an average of $8,435. So over $8,000. The jump, the highest since 2011, was driven by inflation, as well as higher wages for healthcare workers and hospital system mergers. So 150 plus million Americans get their insurance through work. The increased amounts to $500 more out of pocket for family plan holders and $75 more for solo peoples, writers. Employers often bear the brunt of increased health spending because, in the interest of staying competitive, they're wary of offloading too much of the rising costs onto their workers. 1 in 4 companies plan to increase employees' premium contributions in the next 2 years.
The Royal Trump tweet decree.
And Chipotle is extending its operating hours on Halloween because they're doing a burrito promotion. I didn't know that. They've been doing that for a while. Oh, and if you're a credit card user, did you know that credit card users paid nearly $164 billion in fees? And that includes, and that was in 2022. This includes interest, late fees, cash advances, and annual fees is what they paid. And let's see, one last thing here. Tesla stock fell after its earnings mini disaster. Tesla's price cuts are into profits. The electric vehicle maker's profits fell by 44%. Tesla promised its Cybertruck will finally start being delivered by the end of November, but also said, we dug our own grave as it will be tough to mass manufacture.
Cassette copy. Addenda with Kevin. Welsh on the world.
You're a man. Sometimes you wear stretchy pants.
Outside a cafe anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth. Look who is here. Hi, Mike Matthews. It's Jolly Too Hard to Get Jump Supervisor. Wow. Oh, that was really fascinating stuff. Mike Matthews, would you like a snow globe? Yes. I want a snow globe. Maybe that will calm me. Oh, that snow globe's so nice. And I'm starting to hear Christmas music, and it's not bothering me. I don't know what's going wrong with me. Mike, maybe you need a burrito. I think so. And a hug. Look who else is here. Oh, Mike, this is Floyd the Floor Man. And this is John Deere, the engineer. Yeah, I'm hearing here at work, people are starting to miss going into work because so many people are working hybrid. Mike Matthews. They're missing work? Yeah, they're missing getting hugs at work. But they don't miss the commute. People get hugs at work? Is that okay? Well, anyway, cafe anyway. I guess that depends where you work. Huh? What? Am I answering my own questions? Or am I just saying sentences that sound like questions? I think that's what I'm doing. Okay. And you can tell me what you think about anything we covered today. Here's the phone number.
Call Mike at the Cafe Anyway hotline. Area code 510-228-4640.
Ow. What was that? And with more ways to reach me, here's A-Frame.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye.